Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the checkpoints at the bottom of 155 together. And we'll start with the first one. And we're looking for how many solutions this has when we get done. So on the first one, think about what might be the easiest way to approach this, figuring out x or y. I would say probably multiplying everything here by 5 would probably work for me, because that would make this into 5x, which counteracts this right here. Okay, so I'm going to take this entire thing, and let me get the 1 out of here so it's not confusing. I'm going to take this entire thing, and I'm going to multiply the whole equation times 5. So here's what it's going to look like. 5x minus 5 times 2 is 10, negative 2 is 10, negative 10, sorry, negative 10y, and that equals 15. Now look what happens here. That's what this one was right here. So if we take this thing right here and put it right there, notice that this is going to counteract each other, or cancel each other out. Now think about what that's going to do when you add them. So when you add them up, it's going to be 0 here and 0 here. So it's a big 0 and equals 0. And think about from example 2 what that means. That means this is an infinite solutions. Infinite solutions, because these would be two lines right on top of each other, and every x, every y, every point is going to work for both of these original equations. Now, one more thing we should probably say about the first example over here was, had you put both of them in y equals mx plus b form, had you done that, it would have they would have both come out to look the same thing. I think they would have been probably, I guess, y equals something like maybe negative 1/2 x or positive 1/2 x plus 3 over 2, something like that. They would have come out to the same exact thing. It would have been a little messy, and I think there would have been some fractions involved. Okay, let's try number 2. 2, we're going to do the way we just did the previous one, and it's going to come out a little different. So let's go ahead, and what we'll do is this thing where we add them up. Now, to add these up, what we probably have to have is some way to make these balance each other out. What I would probably do on this one is I just look at the first one and say, if I wanted this to be a positive 4, if I wanted that to be a positive 4, what would I do? Well, you'd probably multiply the entire thing by negative 2. Okay, so if you multiply this by negative 2, here's what you get. You get 4x minus 6y equals negative 8. Okay, now this previous one right here, the second one, is already negative 4x plus 6y equals 10. Now you can probably see what's going to happen here when you do the addition. This is going to come out over here on the right side to 2. This is going to go like this and come to 0. Compare that to over here. This is going to be harder to see because we haven't had an example on this, but this is going to be a no solutions. No solutions there. If you get that on a test, you may want to, or on the homework, you may want to prove that to yourself by graphing it. Had you put these in y equals mx plus b form, you would have seen that they have the same slope, but that they have different y-intercepts. That's probably going to work. The other way is probably going to work. Putting in y equals mx plus b form will be a little bit more successful for most people.